little red hair with glasses 3M who now looks like a Greek goddess. And we all watched Taylor turn into quite the muscle man. A topic that comes up quite a bit in Senior English class. We also experienced the coming of social media, starting with our own virtual world of Club Penguin. A world where you were a penguin, waddled around, and spoke with other penguins, mainly each other. It was the Buena Vista way of communicating with one another, because there wasn't texting yet, so we were penguins. If you were cool, you were a penguin that was a member. You paid $10 a month to wear virtual clothes, but it was still pretty cool. I distinctly remember the 5th grade sleepover there being an all-out sprint to the computer lab in order to get a computer to play Club Penguin. We also experienced some very popular videos, starting with Game & Style and Harlem Shake. When those videos were introduced to Senior Engstrom, I'm pretty sure every single day of my junior year ended with us listening to Game & Style in Spanish and watching David and Senior Engstrom dance around. When the IHS class next door would come out, they'd ask us, what is going on in there? Why do you guys always listen to Game & Style? And at least my response would be, we're Spanish immersion, we sing for extra credit, we kind of get to do what we want. Assuming that we were the class to randomly throw a surprise party for Senior Aldrich, meaning that we lured her out of her classroom, decorated her room, brought our own food and drinks, and turned off the lights and yelled surprise when she walked in, throwing away that day's lesson plan. So, yeah, we kind of have no rules. Growing up in a school where half your day is Spanish and the other half is English, you also learn a couple of different things. For one, you learn that English real good. You learn it so good. English, we're good at it. You learn how to become a world-class citizen. You learn that Buena Vista es maravilloso, todos aprendemos. You learn never to let Camila Galindo touch a projector screen because he will break it, as Sheriff Senior Jones remembers.
The kids are getting it.
You learn all kinds of things from your new teacher, Senior Mario. Things I'm sure parents remember as well. You also learn you don't want to be around Senior Mario in a projector court. Sadness. You learn that you can pass time in class by playing the game MASH. And you only learn that the word tramposo means cheater from catching Matt Mueller trying to cheat at Diliberto's trivia game. Now, Diliberto was emailing my mom saying that he was really sorry that he couldn't make it tonight, which shocked me, because I'm pretty sure that we should have driven Dealey past his sanity. There wasn't a day where we didn't try to pull a prank on Senior Diliberto, and it all started with the tongue clicking, like this. It started with just one person, and then another caught on, and then another joined in, until suddenly the entire class was clicking their tongues, which you could barely even hear anymore over Dealey's yells and screams for us to stop. I think it's safe now that I know that that person won't get a lunch attention, that the person that started that was Megan Casada. So Dealey, if you're gonna watch this film that my mom's watching, me and you, we get her, okay? Because she was the problem with that. But that was only the beginning. When we found out that bugged us, we tried to do it with every single thing that we possibly could. Meaning like tapping our feet, or tapping our pencils, or all getting up with the water fountain at the same exact time. But most of all, there was our famous infinite clapping. Clapping that lasted for a good 20 minutes. Dealey, when you watch this film, I hope you know we're so appreciative that you were so nice and shared so many of your almonds. Because no other teacher would have. But of course, we've also seen our share of heartbreaks with 11,140 hours. We all remember the pain of Ian McWilliams with Savannah Illinois was holding hands with him by the bike racks and hugging Tim Daniel by the water fountain. We all remember the loneliness of Mariah danced alone in the third grade fiesta. And we all remember the physical pain that Senora Hebert felt when Brandon Williams wheeled Mitchell Hurd into her on a scooter. And she fell in front of her entire fourth grade class. But no pain was greater than every boy's heartbreak when they realized that Lauren Rodriguez did not like them back. And I mean like them back. I was actually talking to Erin Keogh the other day, Connor's girlfriend, who told me that Connor was in love with her, and also said, if you didn't like Lauren Rodriguez at Buena Vista, you weren't cool. Which I think is a pretty fair quote. And of course, these are all of our good times, super easy and fun to remember. Easiest part of my speech. But of course, 11,140 hours, you see the not so good times. Whether it was feeling left out in a game of kickball to something a little more serious, we also had our fair share of fights. But that doesn't mean that 11,140 hours comes with its benefits. Because Spanish Immersion is the one class a day that you walk into and you know that you're loved and cared for by every single person in that room. And that's because we've all seen each other laugh, and we've all seen each other cry, but most importantly, we've seen each other grow up. We've watched each person's transformation from childhood into adulthood. We know what makes up our strengths, and we know what our weaknesses are, and we know everything about who we are today and why. Spanish Immersion is the class you walk in and you're completely accepted for who you are, and that's because if someone's made a first impression of you, it was made when you were 5 years old, so there's some leeway. That is a gift. That's a gift that most high schoolers probably search for and need, to be able to walk into a room every day and know that you're loved and accepted by everyone in there. It's a gift that we've taken for granted because every single day of our entire school career, we've gotten to walk into a room with our very best friends. Most of the time, elementary school starts and ends there at elementary school, and you go on to middle school, and you make new friends, and you don't really see the people you go to elementary school with, but we didn't have that choice. We didn't. We were stuck. And of course, there's all the technical reasons why you should put your kid in a Spanish immersion program, reasons I'm sure our parents went over when they put us into that lottery. It looks great on college applications, it opens up job interviews and travel opportunities and scholarships, but there's so much more to Spanish immersion than just all that, and I don't even think our parents really knew what they were getting themselves into when they decided to enroll us in Buena Vista. Because Spanish immersion gives you all of that and a second family. Spanish Immersion has been a piece of our childhood that we've never had to let go of. Because when Monroe was big and scary and new and we didn't know people, we still had that guarantee that we walked into a room and we were with our best friends and everything was back to normal. And then when Sheldon was big and new and overwhelming, we still had that guarantee that we could be in a room and be ourselves again. We never had to fully change. We've always gotten to hold on to that. But now there's college, and it's just like all the others, and it's big, and it's scary, but for most of us, that place is very far away. And we no longer have that guarantee to walk into a room and know that we're okay. There's no longer that comfort zone and that safety net, which is all that we have known through every big change in our life. We can't walk into a room and expect to see Senior Engstrom and David dancing. We can't walk in a room and expect to pull off pranks. Because now Spanish immersion is a piece of our childhood that we have to finally let go of. A wise bear named Winnie the Pooh once said, "How lucky am I to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard?" And I think that's the perfect quote to sum up the Spanish immersion class of 2014. Because it's the greatest class we've been a part of, a class that we've been extremely lucky, and without a doubt, the hardest class we're going to have to say goodbye to this year. And I could be out here talking for much longer, maybe not emotionally, but physically I could. But they also say pictures are worth 1,000 words. So prepare yourselves for the next 12 minutes to represent these life-changing, crazy, amazing 12 years. Thank you.